Radio Raheem for Fight Now TV in San Antonio, Texas for Adrien Broner versus Marcos Maidana. Let's check out the press conference. Here comes the card to the podium.
Clearly one of the most talented fighters and one of those guys pays the bills, but he got the skills. One of the most skilled fighters in the sport, irrespective of division, and that's Rasheed Warren. Talking about young and emerging stars, we have to introduce now next somebody who you all know, a name we all have become familiar with in the sport of boxing. And I think the last time when I was introducing, not introducing, but on the same podium like him, was when he was going into fights against the legendary Bernard Hopkins. And yes, that is Jermaine Taylor. And Jermaine Taylor is going to be on the card. It's an honor and a pleasure for me to acknowledge Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine here, actually? Okay, then Jermaine, please come on up and where's... Well, you know what happened the last time, when they were on the same podium. To be Hopkins, turn back the clock.
First of all, thank God for making all this possible. Thank you to my team Taylor, just for training me hard and working out. It's an honor to be on this card, man. Appreciate that. I wish the main event the best. And I gotta get my stuff together, because ain't no way I'm supposed to be way back there. I gotta get my stuff together. But man, I'm just happy to be still in boxing, still training hard, still got a lot of fight left in me, not going nowhere. So look at my face and don't forget about me, because I'm going to be here for a minute.
Other fighter from Ohio, young, emerging, exciting, 7 fights, 7 wins, 7 knockouts. In the lightweight division is Robert Easter Jr. Please, a big applause for all part of the band camp, right? All right. Then we're moving on. A name you all know, a name who drew a record crowd, but it's his brother who will be fighting here on Saturday night in the junior welterweight division. It's a pleasure for me to introduce to you from Guadalajara, Mexico, Ricardo Alvarez.
Bueno, primero que nada, buenas tardes y agradecido con mis manejadores por esta oportunidad de hacer mi debut aquí en Estados Unidos.
First of all, good afternoon, and I'm very happy and thankful to my management for getting me this fight, and this is my debut in the United States.
Esta va a ser una gran noche para mí. Es una pelea de mi debut aquí en Estados Unidos y espero que se lleven una gran pelea.
This is going to be a great night for me. It's again, it's my debut here in the United States, and I'm hoping to put up a great fight.
Gracias a todos, gracias a Golden Boy, gracias a Canelo Promotion y a mis manejadores.
Thanks, thank you to everybody, thank you to Golden Boy, Canelo Promotions, and our managers. Thank you.
Thank you. And then from Coram, New York, a lightweight, great young fighter as well, one of the emerging stars of Golden Boy, that's Jamal Herring, fighting in the lightweight division. Now, we want to get them tested, we want them to be in real fights. And those guys are going to fight guys which are going to come here to win. And I introduce those guys first because what all of those guys have is they have a target on their back. They're young and emerging stars. And those guys who they're going to fight, they know that. And they want nothing more than to win, to have a win against these highly touted young prospects. They know that, and they know that. That is what makes exciting fights. And you've seen that last Saturday. last Saturday from the Barclays Center, Devon Alexander against Sean Porter. Everybody had picked Devon Alexander to win. Devon Alexander maybe took it a bit easy, too easy, underestimated his opponent, and you see what happens. Devon Alexander had a target on his back, and Sean Porter was not going to be that night. He came to win, and he was going to win, because he wanted that title, he wanted that world title. Those guys here, they want that win against these young and emerging stars. So I'd like to acknowledge Jose Silvera from Canasi, Mexico, who's going to fight Rasheed Warren. A guy you guys know, JC Candelo from Houston, Texas, who's going to be in against Jermaine Taylor. Hardy Paredes from Chile, who is going to be fighting Robert Easter Jr., Rod Salka from Pennsylvania against Ricardo Alvarez, and Lance Williams from Iowa against Jamel Herring. These guys are coming to win. Now we're going to the 4 televised fight, to the quadruple header. And you can sort of like divide those 4 fights in 2 parts. You have opportunity knocks with Tomas Kovacs against Beirut Shumanov and Cesar Seda against Leo Santa Cruz. 2 guys, Santa Cruz and Shumanov, are expected to win. And the other 2 guys, watch and see, are going to be the spoilers. This is an opportunity for them. They've been waiting to fight for that world title. I know Cesar Seda has, and I know Tomas Kovacs did the same. So this is opportunity knocks. And then the other 2, straight out, danger zone. Danger zone. These are 2 fights. You want to be in your seats. You want to have your beer ready. You want to have your popcorns ready. Whatever else you're going to have. You don't want to move. You don't want to blink because you just don't know what's going to happen. This is danger zone. It's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you the first fight, which is going to be the light heavyweight world championship between Beirut Shumanov and Tomas Kovacs. First up, I'd like to ask the podium an undefeated fighter as a professional with 23-0, with 14 KOs of Slovakia, Kalanta, Slovakia, Tomas Kovacs. He's playing, he's still in the air, all the way from Slovakia. Okay. All right. So, guess I'm not going to introduce him. But the one I'm going to introduce to you, and I know he is here because I already see him, is the world champion, Beirut Shumanov. First, I want to acknowledge a few people in his team which are instrumental why they are here. First and foremost, my good friend Don Chardin, a Hall of Fame matchmaker and a guy who knows a lot about the sport of boxing. He made us aware of Beirut, and he said, this guy can fight. We would love to work with you guys at Golden Boy. And whenever Don calls, whenever Don suggests, I listen. He's been my advisor and friend since the beginning of Golden Boy, and we will continue with that relationship. Thank you, Don. I'd like to acknowledge as well Carrie Redlin, Vice President of KC Event Productions. She's sitting right there. Pleasure to work with you and to work on this great fight and this great title defense here in San Antonio. But now, a true boxing phenomenon who won the world title in just his 10th fight. He had represented his country of Kazakhstan in the 2004 Olympics, has defended his belt 4 times, the light heavyweight belt, and now he's here fighting the undefeated Tomas Kovacs. The light heavyweight, in the meantime, has become one of the hottest divisions in the sport, and he knows that. He knows how important this fight is, and he will do what it takes to defend this title, and has big plans ahead of him. But knowing, first things first, is his defense here in San Antonio. Please welcome the reigning, defending WBA light heavyweight champion from Kazakhstan, Beirut Shumanov.
Good afternoon. First, Golden Boy Promotions and Showtime was a great opportunity. And boxing, I'd like to also thank boxing fans in San Antonio for their warm welcome. And it's great to be part of this great event. I've had great training camp, I've had great sparring sessions. And about my opponent, Thomas Kovas, I'm not underestimating him. I know he's undefeated, he's very ambitious, he's hungry. And he came to take away what's mine. And I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm gonna fight hard for what's mine. And I'm gonna show the world that I'm the best light heavyweight champion in the world. Thank you.
Thank you. What a classy guy. Next up is a fight which features, and I have to say, and I said it before, one of my most favorite fighters. He's a fight. He has a lot of fans. He's quickly becoming one of the biggest stars. And again, quoting Don Jargon, he thinks he is, irrespective of weight class, one of the most talented fighters in the sport today. Yes, I'm talking about the WBC Super Bantamweight World Champion, Leo Santa Cruz. His fight against Cesar Serra is one of those classic Mexico-Puerto Rican rivalries. And I said it before, I know that Cesar Serra has been waiting for this opportunity. He is 27 years young, has gone up in weight, won 5 bouts straight, 2 by knockout since doing so, and now it has earned him a fight with Leo Santa Cruz. It's a pleasure for me to introduce to you now Cesar Serra.
Buenas tardes a todos. Antes que nada, quiero darle gracias a Dios por tenerme aquí presente.
Good afternoon to all of you, and I want to thank God for having us here today.
Darle gracias a Golden Boy Promotion y a Richard Schaefer por la oportunidad que me ha brindado.
Thank you to Golden Boy Promotions, Richard Schaefer, for this opportunity.
Y de verdad quiero decirle que van a ver un buen show el 14 de diciembre.
In reality, I just want to say that you guys are going to witness a great show, December 14th.
De mi parte, porque me he preparado perfectamente y de verdad que va a haber una guerra.
And for my part, I prepared myself very well, and you guys are going to see a war.
Que pasen buenas tardes.
Have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Cesar. Leo Santa Cruz broke into the international boxing scene in June 2012 when he won the IBF Bantamweight World Championship with a 12-round decision over Lucy Malinga. Since then, he went on to defend his belt 3 times in 2012 with victories over Eric Morel, Victor Saleto, Alberto Guevara, and Alexander Munoz. Most recently, Leo Santa Cruz moved up in weight, fighting for the WB Super Bantamweight World Championship against then champion Victor Terrazas, who he knocked out at the Home Depot Center in Los Angeles. So it's a pleasure for me now to introduce to you a man who has a tremendous volume in punches, who is exciting, who always comes to fight, who has a great team and a great family behind him. They're all here. I'd like to acknowledge his family, led by Jose Santa Cruz, the father and trainer of Leo, but his entire team. His mom is here as well. It's just a very close-knit family. A pleasure to work with him, with this very talented, exciting young fighter. Please welcome the WBC Super Bantamweight World Champion, Leo Santa Cruz.
First of all, good evening to everyone that's here. I want to say thanks to Golden Boy, Richard Schaefer, Leija, and Bata, and I want to thank other people that make this possible. I also want to thank my manager, Al Heyman, all his team, Silver Brown, Sam, and the brothers. and all the Heyman team. And thanks to all Heyman, all my family are here for the first time in my fight. And I said that I'm very happy and excited to be here. And this undercard, they're great fighters like Maidana, Broner, all the fighters. And for me to be here on this undercard, it made me happy because I trained really hard to be on this guy's level, and I want to defend my title. So, and I don't never underestimate nobody. Like Cesar, I know he's a great fighter. He has everything to become a champion, and that's why I trained hard to give him a great war. And on December 14th, we're gonna give it all in the ring, and we're gonna the best man win. Thank you. Muy buenas tardes a todos. Le quiero agradecer por estar aquí. Le quiero dar las gracias a mi manager, a todo mi equipo, a mi papá, porque gracias a él estoy aquí donde estoy ahorita. A mis hermanos, a mi amigo Andrés Ríos y a Silverio Maleón, que hacemos un gran campamento. Y cuando estaba entrenando yo y corriendo, ahí estuvo Andrés conmigo siempre apoyándome, dando apoyo corriendo y pegándole al costal y todo el equipo. También le quiero agradecer a Golden Boy, a Richard Tucker, Bata y Leja, y a todos los que hicieron todo esto posible. Y nomás quiero decir que vengo 100% preparado para dar una guerra, al igual que César, él viene con hambre de ganar. Y lo único que puedo decir es que vamos a dar una guerra arriba del ring y que gane el mejor. Gracias.
Let's turn on the lights. We're moving into the danger zone. The danger zone of the card with 2 fights, which are really special treats for fight fans, sport fans, and everyone who will be watching around the world. Keith Thurman against Jesus Soto Caras. A dream matchup, a great matchup, one which fight fans have asked me, please make that fight. I'd like to acknowledge now some of the team members from Team Soto Caras, Pablo Rubio, the trainer, and he's been with him for a long time, and he's ready. He has had some tremendous victories over the past few years, going toe-to-toe with the likes of Marcos Maidana and Adrien Broner. In particular, the Broner fight this July was important. It was a 12-round technical knockout win, his 4th in his last 5 bouts, and it earned him the world title. He has trained ever since turning pro in 2001. He's well liked in Mexico, he's respected here, he's a great fighter, always entertaining kind of fighter people want to see. Please welcome Jesus Soto Caras.
Buenas tardes a todos. Primeramente que nada quiero dar gracias a Dios, a Golden Boy, a Richard, a mi manager Sergio Francisco por esta oportunidad.
Good afternoon, everybody. And first of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank Golden Boy Promotions, Richard, my management team, Sergio Díaz, Pancho Espinosa.
También al equipo de Turmo por esta oportunidad, pues ya que ellos son los que me están dando la oportunidad por ir por el título mundial interino.
And I also want to thank Keith Thurman and his team for the opportunity. He's still champion. He's giving me the opportunity.
Puedo decir que hicimos un buen trabajo en la ciudad de Montebello, en el gimnasio Ponce de León.
I worked very hard for this fight. I got ready in Ponce de Leon's gym in Montebello, California.
Y ya, pues no hay nada más que hablar, no más que este sábado 14 se va a hablar arriba del ring.
There's not much to say. This Saturday, we're gonna do our talking up in the ring.
Yo voy a dar todo lo mejor de mí para toda esa gente que todavía no cree en mí, ¿no? que piensa que no tengo nada en el boxeo, pues ese 14 de diciembre van a ver que de qué repente estoy hecho.
And also, I just want to say that for all the people that don't believe in me, the ones that feel that I shouldn't be in this position, I'm going to show everybody on Saturday night what I'm made of, and I'm going to give a good performance.
Nada, no, muchas gracias y más que nada que desearle que vayan a este día 14 a ver las peleas y desearle felices fiestas, feliz Navidad y próspero año nuevo a toda la gente.
And no, just once again, don't miss these fights. Come on over on Saturday to see these fights. And I just want to say happy holidays and thank you once again.
The man I'm going to introduce to you now is quickly becoming one of the most talked about young fighters. He has unheard of power, 90% knockout rate. First people outed him, and as he stepped up the game, he kept on knocking out people one at a time, one time, and another time, and another time, and another time, and he just keeps on going, even though his nickname is One Time, but I think he's got to change it many times, or every time, because that's what he's doing. Every time he goes in the ring, he knocks him out. He's as well one of the most polite young men outside of the ring, very, very well spoken. I actually got a call this week from somebody at Yahoo Sports who was telling me that from all the fighters they've done interviews with in the last few years, that he's the most well-spoken young man they have ever interviewed. So not only can he fight, but he really is the total package. He's trained by a great team, Dan Birmingham and Chris Getty, two co-trainers. I'd like to acknowledge them. And now it is a pleasure for me to introduce to you, with a record of 21-0, 19 knockouts from Clearwater, Florida, Keith One Time Thurman.
Hello everybody. I'd like to thank God first and foremost, Golden Boy Production, Showtime, Lay Habata, and I'm just truly happy, man. I'm really grateful to be here. San Antonio, once again, thank you for all your love and support, the fan base that I'm creating here. You know, like he said, man, I'm trying to bring the excitement. This card is called the Danger Zone. And it's a guaranteed fact, whenever you come into the ring with Keith One Time Thurman, you're automatically stepping into the danger zone. This is the last fight of the year. The last fight of the year is my favorite fight of the year. I like to call it the icing on the cake. I've been training really hard for this fight. Soto is a real tough opponent. You know, he gave Berto his all. He claims he has a new passion for the sport. I believe the man. I saw it when he fought. I saw it in the past few victories that he's come across, and I'm truly looking forward to this fight. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I always do. You know, Christmas came early. You know, I got two presents for Soto right here. I got two real nice packages. You know, so you know, like I said, man, this is gonna be the icing on the cake. Last year I shut the show out with a tremendous victory, 4th round stoppage. And I'm telling you, man, I don't really think this is going to go the whole fight. I'm looking forward to putting him down on that blue canvas, you know, make sure he gets his sleep real nice. But, you know, I'm coming, man, I'm coming. I'm really happy about this. I'm really excited. Really, you know, I was just going to have it last weekend, but, you know, it's going to happen Saturday night. And we're doing good, man. The weight's doing right. You know, I can't wait to get my little meal in here after this. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for your love and support. And come out, man. Enjoy the show. One time, every time.
Thank you, Keith. Now moving to the grand finale, the main event, the fight we've all been waiting for, with Maidana and Adrien Broner. Great fight, great matchup. I don't have to go through all this again, so I'm going to go straight to the fighters. Team Maidana has a great trainer behind him, trainer of the year, trains many, are world champion, and always seems to be coming up with the right strategies, very committed to the sport, has boxing blood flowing through his veins, no question about it. And that is Robert Garcia. I'd like to introduce to you now and ask him to the podium, Robert Garcia.
Good afternoon to everybody. You know, Team Maidana is just very happy to be here. We had a great training camp. the whole team did their job, and everybody did an excellent job. We're in great shape for this fight. You know, here in San Antonio, it's always an honor to be here. We love fighting in the state of Texas. We always get so much love from Texas, and we're happy to be here. We just, you know, we know we're in a great fight against a great champion. We're ready for everything. Chino did everything he had to do, and come Saturday night, we're gonna give everybody a great fight. Everybody's gonna enjoy, you know, a great fight. It's awesome to be in this great card. I think Bollywood Promotions, Richard Schaefer, Al Heyman, they did a great job putting this fight together. It's probably, if not the best, one of the best cards of the year, and we are honored to be part of it. Thank you very much.
Robert, I'd like to acknowledge as well Sebastian Contursi, the advisor for Marcos Maidana. Great to have you here. Now, first time I met Marcos Maidana was that night in 2009 at the Staples Center, where he was fighting Victor Ortiz. And what a night it was. I think that's when Marcos Maidana arrived in the United States, and he arrived with a punch. And pretty much since then, that punch stayed. He keeps on knocking out people, quickly has become one of the most exciting fighters in the sport, and the kind of fighters people just want to see. I looked this morning on the Ring TV website. They have a poll there of what people think what's going to happen. Broner by knockout, Maidana by knockout, Broner by decision, or Maidana by decision. And as I made my click there, and I'm not going to say what I picked, but as I made my click, the results came up. And guess what people said? They said, Maidana is going to win by knockout. Almost 50% of the people. Almost 50% of the people. So, Maidana is coming here to win. He wanted that fight. He's been asking for that fight. And here it is, a couple days away. Most recently, he fought Josecito Lopez, holding him in 6 rounds on June 8th, and then the campaign began. Get me Broner, get me Broner. And here it is. The opportunity is here for Marcos Maidana to make history again. As I said, one of the most exciting punchers and fighters in the sport today. Please welcome, from Argentina, with a record of 34-3, for Margarita Santa Fe, Marcos El Chino Maidana.
Good afternoon, San Antonio.
Bueno, gracias a toda la gente que ha organizado esta velada tan importante.
Thank you to everybody that is part of this event and organized it.
Quiero agradecer a mi equipo por trabajar a la par mía, a Robert García, a Sebastián Contursi, a Alex Ariza, a Cecilio Flores y a mi mano derecha a Pileta, mi primo hermano.
I want to thank my team that helped me out for this fight, Robert Garcia, Sebastián Contursi, Alex Ariza, Cecilio Flores. Thank you very much.
Bueno, muchas gracias y espero que disfruten esta pelea del sábado.
Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy this fight Saturday night.
Marcos, you know what they say, be careful what you wish for, and that's probably what Broner is going to say, or something like it. But before we're going to go to Adrien, I'd like to introduce to you the co-promoter of Adrien Broner, Andrew Williams, the CEO of R&R Promotions.
What website did you say it was again? That's the odds in Vegas say 5-1 Broner by knockout. But I want to thank everybody from San Antonio. We're happy to be here. You've been a gracious town to us, and we really appreciate your welcome us in. R&R Promotions represents 4 fighters on this card. We represent Bill Herring, Robert Easter, Rashid Warren, and Adrien Broner. Some of the best fighters come from the Midwest area. Lloyd's told you many times, a lot of them come right out of Cincinnati. These are all Cincinnati fighters. I want to thank Maidana for taking this opportunity. It's a tremendous opportunity for him. He's a truly good fighter. I think out of his 34 wins, he's got 31 knockouts. So after Adrien beats him, I want everybody to go back and say, oh, you know, he wasn't any good. You know, we know this guy's good. He's a knockout artist. He's dangerous, but he just does not have the skills to hang in there with Adrien Broner. I don't see this fight going all the way. It's just not going to happen. Also, I want to say big ups to the co-promoters of this event, Mike, Jesse, of course, Richard. I want to thank Showtime as well. Thanks very much for everybody for coming here, and Adrien Broner will definitely not disappoint.
Talking about great teams and great trainers, one trainer who's certainly right there as one of the best in the sport, has trained many great fighters, is a great person as well, is Mike Stafford. Please
Thank you too. Thank you everybody for coming out. I want to thank Al Hayden, Developmental Management Company. He's a great guy. I want to thank Golden Boy for putting this card together. I want to thank local promoter Mike and Jesse. And also I want to give thanks out to Showtime. I hear that the numbers was real high for Adrien Broner. For this fight, he's going to show you guys something special. He's going to give you a Christmas present. Just like Keith said, Adrien's going to give everybody a Christmas present. You know, it's something special. We had a great camp. This kid is a special kid, so he really loves everybody for supporting. I also want to thank all assets for putting up with all my guys up in camp. You know, I had over 15 or 20 guys up in camp, and you know, Sylvia, she got on me about that, but you know, hey, we're family, you know. I really thank them. They put up with some of the best team in boxing. I like to thank Rick, the local. He took us to the local gym. You know, he's been like a family member to us. Stand up, Rick. Where you at? Stand up, man. Got the Cincinnati head on there. Band camp there. Good guy. You guys got to recognize him. The coaches got to recognize him, and promoters recognize that guy. He's a young guy. He was in my shoes once before. I was in his shoes once before. You know, look where I'm at now. I'd like to thank the media. The media's been really gracious coming out and you know, and doing their job. We really need that because we all up on this stage. Everybody needs you guys because without you guys, you know, people would recognize these fighters up here on the stage. So I give media. I also like to thank Team Bonner for putting up with, I'm like a father figure to all of them. I don't care who they are. You know, I've been putting my foot in their ass, but you know, hey, you know, we got to get the job done. I definitely love, you know, they've been great guys. And also, I'd like to thank Team Maidana for signing the contract. You know, it's hard to do in these days, signing a contract and fight a guy like this. You know, I know it's about the money sometimes, but you know, this kid right here is a special kid. But you know, we like to thank you guys for signing the contract, and you know, good luck to December 14th. Okay? Thanks a lot, everybody.
He can box, he can bang, he can talk, he's got it all. He does talk the talk and he does walk the walk. He is, as Mike just said, a very special talent. He has proven a lot of people wrong. He has won world title after world title, stepped up to the plate whenever required. Is a showman, is an entertainer, what else can I say? Is a rapper, really sort of like a little bit of everything. But first and foremost, he is a 3-division world champion. He is undefeated. He's the current WBA welterweight world champion, Adrien "The Problem" Broner.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I want to thank God. You know, it couldn't have been possible without the man upstairs. I've been through a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of shit in my time. I really ain't come here to thank too many people. I want to thank Al Heyman, of course, On Our Promotions, Andrew Williams, Mike Stanford, and my family. Because they was here when Golden Boy went with me. They was here when all you motherfuckers went with me. They was with me. So that's what I got to thank. And I want to thank my fans now, even my haters. But in all due respect, I really think everybody should be thanking me. Because I'm the one putting my life on the line every time I get in that ring. I'm the one going to camp, taking off from sex. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I probably sneak and cheat. But I make sacrifices. I'm the one sacrificing my life. So I think everybody should start thanking the fighter a little bit more and giving them the props they deserve, because as a boxer, we go through so much and we put our body through so much that everybody just see us on fight night, and then if they lose, they put them under a table, or if they win, or when they win, they put them somewhere that they don't need to be, or where they should be, and it is crazy. But December 14th, you know, I'm really not worried about the fight. I know he's gonna come to fight. He always gonna fight. He a fighter. That's what we do. You know, training camp is great. You know, I got a lot on my plate. Every boxer want to be where I am right now. I am the person who's going to take over boxing. This what the book is set out to be. I'm going to take over boxing after Floyd Mayweather. Everybody wants this position. So I don't get mad when I hear that Keith Thurman want to fight me. He's supposed to. Who don't want to be where I'm at? I don't get mad when a lot of people want to fight me. Everybody want my throne right now. So it really don't matter. December 14th, we worried about Maidana. You know, I respect this coach. I respect him as a fighter. You know, I know usually y'all like, he's not being bashful. He's being respectful, because I can't talk shit to somebody who don't speak English. He looking at me crazy right now. I don't know if he's faking or not. Like I said, I don't know if he's